Hey y'all, my name is Master Sword 11, and today I just kind of want to talk about the recent update that Nintendo released for Donkey Kong Country Returns. Now, this game released 16 years ago for the Wii, and all this time later, 16 years later, they've added new content and enhanced the game graphics once again for Nintendo Switch 2. And this means a lot to me because this is one of my favorite childhood Wii games. I've been playing this for a while, and seeing new content and ways to play the game added all this time later is amazing, nothing short of amazing. So I just kind of want to go through the changelog and talk about my opinion of the update, not the game as a whole. I'll probably do that at a later date. I haven't actually beat the HD version of the game yet. I'm only in like World 4, but on the Wii I had like the whole game beat. I had like most of the Banana Temple levels done. I was pretty good back on the Wii. So without any further ado, I'm just gonna start going through the changelog. Alright, and I'm gonna put it up on screen for y'all as well over the gameplay, which I just recorded like 20 minutes ago because I wanted to have a fresh opinion. So basically, the following updates have been made when playing the game on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. You can now play as Dixie Kong. Her action when jumping is different from when jumping with Diddy Kong. When playing alone, as you grab a barrel, you can switch between either Diddy Kong or Dixie Kong as the character that appears, and when playing with two people, player 2 can switch between Dixie Kong or Dixie Kong by pressing the stick on the world map. So basically, they've added Dixie Kong from other Donkey Kong games, Tropical Freeze. They've basically incorporated that into Donkey Kong Country Returns, and personally, I really enjoy playing with Dixie Kong. She's very fun to play with. I like the ability she has where she can kind of fly upwards, even though I do think she makes the game a little bit easier to play. But it's a different way to experience the levels. It's cool. They've added a turbo attack mode where you can race through the stage at very high speed for just a whole nother, you can go through all the levels in a different way again. Now this mode, I tried it. I'll probably engage with it more like after I beat the game. But very cool for people who are into that speedrunning sort of thing, which I am. I'm just not great at this game, but people who are already experts at this game, gives them a new way to play the game, along with having Dixie Kong in the mix as well. It's just very refreshing, and I guess now supports Brazilian port. I'm not Brazilian, I don't care. And the other part of this update, and it's not the biggest update in the world, but what they did add is very good. They've added some updates for the Switch 2 port of the game, which is what I play. And so you can now game share the game, which is awesome. Any game like this should have that feature. And it's been optimized for the Nintendo Switch 2 display and high resolution TVs, obviously, and then the loading time is now shorter. It'd be very dumb of them not to make Switch 2 performance enhancements, and even though the game, in my opinion, didn't really need these enhancements, the visuals on Switch 2 are absolutely stunning. And the game share is something I hope to use with my friends at some point. And I haven't really noticed anything different with the load times. They weren't that long to begin with on Switch or Wii, really. So that's not really, but that wasn't really a huge concern of mine. And so far, I've played a few levels. I haven't tried to advance any further in the game's story or anything, but I've really enjoyed what I've played, and this has honestly given me a giant kick in the ass to finally finish the HD port of this game. Because I've just been backlogging it. I keep getting new games, and I recently got my hands on a PS4, so I've been playing a lot of PlayStation games instead of my Switch games. So I've just been pushing it back, but this has really given me the kick to finally, beat it. And one more thing I really want to talk about with this is this likely came now rather than when the game they probably knew they were going to do this when they released the HD port, but they wanted to wait until after the very highly anticipated success within the company of Donkey Kong Bonanza. And Nintendo's obviously trying to bring Donkey Kong to a more forefront part of the brand like he was in the past. and this DK Bonanza was pretty much probably almost done when this game released for the Switch, so they probably wanted to withhold this part of the HD port until Bonanza came out and more people had their eyes on Donkey Kong, which makes the whole HD package as a whole much better. You know, it's kind of, looking back, people were complaining a lot about how this port was $60. It makes a lot more sense that they were charging full price for this now, but it'd be kind of scummy if they released it for $40 and then patched it for Switch 2, and then it was more money. I think that would have, even though they've done stuff like that, this game in particular would have people outraged if they did that. So I think releasing this update when they did was a very good call. And as someone who was a huge fan of Bonanza 2, I just love when I can play more Donkey Kong. He's one of my favorite video game characters. So that's basically it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. This update's very good. If you have this port and you didn't know the update happened, or if you've just been thinking about playing it, give it a shot. It's pretty fun. I'm going to be doing another Metroid Prime 4 stream tonight, but after that, I'm playing Donkey Kong all night, baby. So that's basically it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Leave a comment about if you agree with me, about your opinions on the update, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace out.